A very warm welcome to all the students of Class 8. Today we would learn a new topic which is not very new to you all. It's about clothing, its origin and transformations. Now let me know that can you identify the kind of dresses you wear on a festival to that you wear on a birthday party or an in-house prayer ceremony? The softness of your grandma's sari to that of the crispness of the blazers that you wear in winters? The sari that your mother wore on a certain festival was pretty bright to that what she wears at home. A sheet cover that is used to cover your refrigerator is really different to that of your car cover. So, from the primitive times, clothing has been an essential part of the cultures of different civilizations. Whether it's a small handkerchief or a traditional dress, a simple cushion cover or a hefty silk curtain. If it's about dresses or furnishing, clothing has been an integral part of every society. Have you ever thought how there are so many textures, patterns, designs created? What is the unit that defines these clothings? What is the origin? Today we are going to discuss the origin. This origin is the fabric. And fabric is made up of tiny strands which are known as fibers. You heard me right. Very tiny strands together form a fabric that gives us beautiful wearable clothes and different clothings that we use in our daily lives. So, there are few different types of fibers found. A natural one is of course there, but there are lot many man-made fibers. Today, here in class 8, we will be studying the man-made fibers. The man-made fibers that are also called synthetic fibers. You must have seen a lot many around you. Today you will understand how they are different from others. Synthetic fibers and plastics are made up of molecules which are called polymers. Polymers are made up of different molecules which are combined together with a very small tiny molecules which are also known as monomers. So a polymer is a combination of small tiny molecules that are called monomers. A structure of a polymer can be compared to that of a bead necklace, where bead being the monomers. And the process of combining all these monomers into a polymer is called polymerization. If we talk about synthetic fibers, fibers can be found around you in the four major classifications. If I give you the examples, you can just count on your fingers. 1. Rayon, 2nd. Nylon, 3rd. Polyester, 4th. Acrylic. As I already told you that these synthetic fibers are man-made and are made up of different materials which can be natural, which can be obtained from chemicals. So one we are talking now is a man-made fiber that is obtained from a natural resource which is known as rayon. Rayon is made from wood, which is artificial silk pulp, a naturally occurring cellulose based raw material. Rayon is moisture absorbent and comfortable to wear. If you see around you, you can identify a rayon because it is used in many different materials. It is a very strong fiber which is used to make bedspreads, bed sheets, blankets, curtains, tablecloth, carpets, tire cords, and make aprons such as suits, jackets, slacks, etc. So what do you understand by this? That a cloth which is obtained from a natural wood pulp has classified into being a strong fiber, a bit of a sheen in it, and it is really durable. That's why it can be used as a jacket, as a suit, as well as a tablecloth, a carpet. Now coming to a next one, which is called nylon. Nylon has been a boon to human beings because it actually allowed us to spread our horizon into the world of clothing. Nylon was the first synthetic fiber to be made entirely from chemicals. Basic raw materials for the production of nylon are coal, petroleum oil, water, and air. Nylon fiber is very strong, light, wrinkle resistant, and elastic. It is very easy to wash and absorbs very little water. So, it is really effective when we are in a place where we need something which is durable, which is strong, which requires less water to be maintained. And how will you identify that? When you see its uses around. So what are those uses? Being strong, as I told you, it is used to make ropes, tents, fishing nets, and parachutes. Coming to our third one in the category of synthetic fibers, polyester is a polymer made of many ester units. Ester, you will learn later, is basically a complete hydrocarbon. It is manufactured from petroleum. Polyester are extremely strong fibers, very durable, resistant to most of the chemicals, and do not get wrinkled easily. It does not absorb water, so it dries quickly. PET, which is generally commonly said PET, is used polyester and is made from two monomers by condensation of polymerization. If I need to understand where I can see the polyester around, let's see where we can look for pants, shirts, suits, some kind of bed sheets, or being an ideal material for a water resistant garment or jacket, as it does not get damp or wet easily. So wherever you want a waterproof clothing, you look forward to polyester. Wherever you want a wrinkle-free clothing, you look forward to the polyester. And it is really easy to maintain that. Now coming to the fourth one, it is acrylic. Acrylic is a lightweight, soft, warm synthetic fabric which has a wool-like feel. It does not shrink or wrinkle resistant, and it's cheaper than the wool which is obtained from the animals. It can also be dyed very well in variety of colors. So the bright sweaters, the bright gloves that you see in the market in winters, that is made up of acrylic. If you need to look around for acrylics, so you need to find strong and warm fibers or fabrics which are used to make sweaters, tracksuits, and the lining of the boots and gloves, as well as in furnishing fabrics and carpets. The warm carpets that you see in winters, which are made up of these acrylic fibers and fabrics, are found in best of the colors. So coming back and summarizing, if we say nylon was the first synthetic fabric to be made entirely from chemicals, polyester is a polymer of many ester units, acrylic is a lightweight, soft and warm synthetic fiber which has wool-like feel. If I need to characterize or give you the characteristics and advantages of synthetic fibers, how will you classify those or how will you get those advantages? I told you that these are the man made fibers. What would we look forward to? They have to be stronger, more elastic, and tough and durable fabrics. They are color resistant and do not bleed color when washed. They are easy to wash and dry. They do not shrink when washed, and they are resistant to attacks by moth. But there are few disadvantages of everything. So here comes the disadvantages of synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers cannot absorb moisture. This makes them unsuitable to be worn during summers when our body perspires or sweats. It is dangerous to wear them while near fire, as they catch fire easily. They cannot be easily ironed, as they melt very easily. They should not be, and that is why they are found to be wrinkle free. What we have discussed today is basically the types of fibers that are man made. So, just to summarize the entire slot, can you just repeat with me? What are the different man made fibers? Rayon, nylon, polyester, and acrylics of some synthetic fibers. I hope you will revise it properly and make your own notes with few of the question and answers for your practice. Stay safe, stay home.